All right, so it is shoot date, May 3rd, and it's still raining. It's still very rainy in the Midwest today. So that being said, I canceled today's shoot as well. I think it'll just be better because, you know, these are my friends, I'm not paying them. So I don't want them to like get their good shoes dirty in the mud or, you know, to get sick in the rain, in the cold. I think it'll just be best to wait for a sunny day next week, so it will be a sunnier day. So the way I had my schedule set up was it was going to be research week and then production week and then repeat. But you know, I'm not reporting to someone, so that's like the advantages of working for yourself, I guess. So I can be flexible into the next research week. So I'm kind of like flipping it a little bit. I think right now I'm going to start researching, or, you know, starting pre-production on the next project and trying to get people for that. I already have someone in mind. It's just a matter of asking them and seeing how that would, I'm still thinking about it, but the whole point is that I'm going to start thinking about that this week as well. You saw me doing test shots the other night, so I think I'm going to take those and try to do as much with those as possible and try to like really prep myself for next week so that everything can be in order. So pre-production on the next scene, more prep on this scene, and yeah, right now what I want to do is get back inside, gather myself, and then go back to the park on my own time and test to see if I can do a day to night. Because so far I'm just like, I'm not getting any reference. What I want to do is do like VFX where you can see like the moon in the background and some clouds. I'm not getting any reference on the horizon because of how dark it is. So I'm thinking maybe I'll shift production time up from nighttime to like maybe the evening before the sun starts setting, or afternoon, late afternoon. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do a day to night. That way we avoid colder nights and to actually see the horizon line for like the moon shots and like the moon background. Yeah, to actually see the horizon line so I can track that properly. It's rough running into all of these problems on like the first shoot. You know, sometimes they say like it's better to run through problems because then you gain your footing and you get more confidence with it. With a project like this where you're doing it to kind of answer a question in your head whether you can do this or not, it doesn't help to run into all these problems because you really feel like, dang, should I be doing this? Should I just give up right now and just like stop wasting time? Because that's how I be feeling. Like anything not done is a waste of time. How you should be looking at it is that anything that you do is a learning experience, and that's experience you can take into the next project. That's a healthy way to think about it. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer, you know? Because like I said earlier, I'm doing this for myself, so I'm working on my own schedule. But I guess, you know, there's a part of me that like part of the goal was to be on schedule. So this, me kind of bleeding into the next week kind of makes me feel like, oof, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to stick to it. And maybe realistically, like this schedule thing was kind of like unrealistic to begin with. So, you know, there's that, but you know. Hey guys, I just filmed like a whole rant/vent session on this topic that I just did. I just wanted to come in this section of the video and say, hey, still dealing with all those problems and it's still okay. That's really what it comes down to. This is just a future me. This is literally, if everything goes according to plan, this is literally me last week from the time that this video was uploaded. Comment down below, I guess, if you want to see the full vent session, or if you want me to make a full video on this, maybe a little less venti and more like thought out, but you know, let me know down below if you want to hear more about that. You know, just have a chat, I guess. I don't know, whatever it is. Back to the video. Trying to be transparent for the sake of the vlog, but we'll see how this goes. And I think I've already been going for almost 9 minutes, so I'm just cut it there. Okay, so quick little insert that I forgot to talk about while I was in the car. Canceled shoots means more time to prepare for things and more time to get things that you needed. So I went ahead and got some smoke bombs instead of, you know, trying to electrocute myself, trying to power my fog machine from the car or from the wet outlets at the park. I got 4 of these smaller ones that are supposed to last like 15, maybe 30 seconds if I'm lucky, and then these are supposed to last me 40 seconds. But yeah, so got the smoke bombs and some sparklers actually over here. see you guys in the next shot, and hopefully I remember to do this transition right. All right, so we're back. I remembered to do it that time. Y'all like that? Y'all like that? So we're here at the park. I'm gonna test this horizon line, and you know, this looks different than I remember it. If you look, there's like a lot of like very tall trees. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't I just thought it was gonna be just a regular horizon line. Did the plug work? Yeah. So I did get the smoke bombs, but we just wanted to check to see if the plug would work anyway. You know, good to know, I guess. Good to know. Thank you, Katrina. Yep. Gray skies, blue skies, very monotone. Not monotone. How do you say?
Monochromatic?
Monochromatic. Look at the artist over there. So yeah, it's monochromatic. So it'll be easier to key out. I was gonna say these little trees here at the edge make it a little difficult to key out. Man, I do want this night shot, but the way these two trees are kind of framing the bench, and otherwise, you know, our subjects, the bench is kind of our stand-in right now. It's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. So maybe day to night is like the best option, because then I can try to keep those trees. So yeah.
Don't put this in the vlog.
And I'm definitely putting it in the vlog. I'm definitely putting it in the vlog. It looks like I'll have to mask it out anyway, which is new for me, but that's what this project is also. Anyway, you wanna take the vlog now? I think what I'll try to do is maybe, I don't think they're, like, it's drizzle, so I don't think it'll be that crazy to test out the sparklers right now.
Should have worn a jacket.
Are you cold? You want mine?
I'm fine.
You sure?
You don't have to be chivalrous for the camera. I'm kidding. Jeriah is like that normally. He's a good guy. Ah. It takes a little while. There you go. Yeah, see?
Well, I think we've done what we need to do. I just need to film now.
Yep.
And then that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Go for it.
Yeah. Never met a real Mandalorian. I saw my fist, yeah. Iron Man, my shit, yeah. Like I hit a lick, yeah. Nigga ain't see shit, yeah. Bet you ain't know that I was gonna snap like this. Switch my flow today, I rap like this. I saw my fist, yeah. Iron Man, my shit, yeah. Like I hit a lick, yeah. Nigga ain't see shit, yeah. Bet you ain't know that I was gonna snap like this. Switch my flow today, I rap like this. Yeah. Wake up, walk in closet, grab my fit. Walk in closet, grab my pick your shit last night. Like a kid, boy. I don't have the time, I like to live, boy. Think a little less, little nigga, just do that shit, Yeah. On the track, just said he do that stick, But when I seen him, he ain't do that shit, ain't do it, nah. Yeah, I knew that kid, I knew him. Yeah. You the same nigga, just bigger, nigga. Smoke him like you trees, not a twig, boy. And when you beef with me, don't say no kids, boy. Like I'm Pusha T, I push it till. That boy really try to have me killed. I saw my fist, yeah. Iron Man, my shit, yeah. Like I hit a lick, yeah.
All right, guys. Hello. It's me from last week. Remember me? Ha ha ha. Hey, I'm still here recording the second. You know. Ha 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 ha. Where's the freaking gabagoo? But yeah, okay. Last week there was not much to debrief on because it was a two-parter. I did the pre-production in that episode and the production in this episode. I'm not sure if that's how things are gonna go from. It really depends on how I vlog and how much I vlog. But you know, didn't have much to say. But it was cool because it was the first episode. Whatever. Sorry, I had to turn off the AC. So this episode, I could introduce like a debriefing section of the video. I think it went really well for, you know, we just did one shoot really. Well, technically multiple, because I think there was one time I went and Chris couldn't make it. So I shot a little bit with Cam. Those shots also turned out good there. So technically like 2 days, but you know, I got most of what I wanted in the first day. I will say there's two things that I'll probably end up doing, and you know, like most professional productions, at least nowadays, like they're kind of woven into the budget, woven into the schedule. I think reshoots are inevitable, kind of, because I'm an editor first, more than anything else. I mean, yes, I'm a filmmaker. Yes, I'm an artist, whatever. I'm an editor first. That's kind of like what goes on in my head. So I kind of need to see things in the timeline before I know this is good or this is bad. And you know, again, I think it turned out really well. If I didn't do any reshoots, I probably could still get away with it. But if I could do reshoots, I would, one, try to figure out the Ronin S a little more, because this section of the anime study was to fulfill the wraparound shot. Actually, I never talked about that in the vlog. I should have really talked about it in the vlog, but that wraparound shot, this wraparound shot that kind of, I mean, it's not that it's an anime only thing, but it's like that low angle where you can see the grass kind of, you know, and I wanted to do that. But the Ronin S, I haven't mastered it. I haven't mastered gimbals. I'm very much a handheld like filmmaker, just, you know, for out of necessity really, because I didn't have like all that equipment when I went to school and when I was learning all of this. So it's something that I still need to master. So if I could like get some practice in and get that shot, that wraparound shot, I think I would like that for myself a lot better. I think if I could master the Ronin S and then reshoot those wraparound shots, because again, that was the actual point of this section of the anime study, as I've dubbed it, or the grass shot, or whatever we want to call it. Problem became that I focused too much on what I dub as the constant vertigo, which is like essentially constantly changing the focal length to match that of animation and how they can just change the focal length whenever the fuck they want. I kind of focused in on that, even though it's supposed to be the last thing. It's supposed to be the last thing on the list. I haven't even shot that yet. I'm working on a fight scene where I can actually focus in on that, but I was still trying to do it in every project so I can get the practice, because I know it's a really, really complex and complicated move. That being said, I focused too much on trying to perfect that for the one shot, because I love that shot from Star Wars Vision so much. And what's funny is I still am not entirely pleased with it. Upon further research, the anime kind of cheats it as well. Like they kind of have a shot from the side of his hilt, and then quickly, like in like a frame or two, now we're in the front. So they cheated a little bit, so I might have to work that in. And then I don't know, the shots I got, like it should just be full of the subject. My subject kind of takes up half of the frame, where I want them to take up the entire frame. So I'll need to rework that. So I won't like prioritize that. I'll definitely work on getting this fight scene out first, and then I'll think about reshoots. But you know, just for the sake of debriefing, that's kind of how I feel. I think everything else though looks great. I probably should have researched more to like see how the Force looks in Star Wars, because I've never actually like taken a minute to look at it. But how I did it in the edit, maybe I can show an example, is I kind of did this thing that they did in Logan, where they kind of like shake the camera and then stabilize it in post to give this effect of like aura, or like kind of like sound waves. So that's kind of what I did with the Force shot, but it kind of does the whole frame when I should be doing it just to the lightsaber. That's something I can maybe try to work out in post, but maybe I'll reshoot that as well. But you know, just wanted to debrief. I probably talked way longer than I wanted to. All these vlogs are going to be way longer than I want them to be, but that's essentially where I'm at with that. But yeah, you guys tell me what you think. Of course, these are still in raw. Vlog the post-production process as well. But yeah, I think that's it for the debrief. Again, thank you guys for checking it out.